New chapter. Yeah. Where did we go on holidays when we hadn't a Gant? Huh? You know, like, my mother had this great skill for, you know, you'd look at the forecast and she'd mobilise the whole family, you know. Good day tomorrow, right, fucking Bernie, I want a flask of shit and sandwiches and yellow pack, potato pack, fucking 7, you know, I want taxi bars, I want the whole job. And you're thinking, right, we need to get a bucket and spade. It's Sunday morning, none of the shops are open. Because none of the shops open on a Sunday back in the day. Cork Road, right, from the Cork Road, so there was a million shops, right? There was Dunphy's, there was the Castle shop, there was McGrath's and Nolan's, there was the Jet, Mossy's, Davies with the Police Academy and the Pork Tornado, the VG, right? One shop was open on a Sunday, I think it was. Now, I said that on Saturday, and Oliver Dunphy from Dunphy shop at the back said, "We were fucking open, you liar!" Sorry, Ollie. Sorry about that. And we used to have our bucket and spades outside in the front where you could see them. So, Jesus. He's fucking bang on as well, we did. So, where we go to Tramore? Sunday, a lot of us. Now, I'd say we drove out, but more than likely we stood at where Smith's is now and just did that for about an hour and a half, you know. But we got there eventually. If we had a car, that was great. You'd park up by the Strand and you'd pick a little spot there at the back of the beach, you know, and you'd get into your little shorts. The father would be out, you'd be listening to the GAA in the car with one foot out. And the incomprehensible Mihalo Chachakon on the radio. And you go, right, I'm going to go for a swim, and you're like 10, and you go running out over the rocks first, because fucking hell, like molten lava, and you get down, and the water is freezing, and you run straight back out. There's always a bollocks in the water who shouts at you, "Come in, it's lovely," you know, one of these Christmas Day swim wankers, do you know what I mean? Who has gills and shit, like, you know. It's like, "Come in, it's lovely!" No, I want to go down around. Down around, down around. When I was of a certain age, like 12, 13, I thought the best job in the world was the guy in the waltzers. To me, there was nobody cooler than this guy, you know? He's getting a pound an hour, but who cares, you know? He's on there and he's spinning the things, and he's looking off into the distance, he's just fucking spinning. That's how cool this guy is, you know? The only guy, and he's just fucking spinning. And he goes over to these two girls that he fancies, you know, they're about fucking 12, you pervert. And he gives them an extra spin, you know, and they're there, woo! And the only guy almost as cool as this guy is the fella on the bumpers, you know, who sees that you're in a bit of trouble, he'll stand on the back of the bumper. He'll reverse you out, you know, give it all this, on your way, love, you know. And we thought these guys were the coolest guys. I had nothing but sympathy for the poor bastards working on the Ladybirds, you know. Sitting all day with one of these fucking bum packs, you know. Alright, you know, you have like 5-year-olds. Scream for speed! Oh yeah, there's an orange button maybe I can press, yeah. But that was Tramore, and it's like, I love when it's really hot, really hot. How did we get away with such casual racism back in the day, right? It's really hot. No, Tramore will be black. Tramore will be black. We're not going there or go to Woodstown. It's fucking black. How can you get away with saying that? Kevin from Tramore? It's fucking black now, isn't it? Fucking hell. But I tell you, we'd go to Woodstown. We'd go to Woodstown for a change. And Woodstown was great because you could drive onto the beach. And you could have a little picnic out of the boot. And you could go for a swim. You'd have to run 7 miles out to the water. But when you got there, it was nice and warm. It was nice and toasty. That was Woodstown, you know. Like, if we had or Datsun Sunny, you could go off to Rosslare or Cortown, one of these places, you know. But when you get money, you go on your first package holiday. This to me is as exciting as like Christmas Eve for me, going on a package holiday. You get up at like 2 or 3 in the morning because, let's face it, you book with the worst fucking Canadians in the sky airline, you know. But it's exciting because everyone else is asleep in bed, you know. You're on the Cork Road, the Wallaces and the the mans and the marshals, they're all asleep, you know, and you're all off to the, and you know, back then, airports are exciting places. They're not really as horrible as they are now. They're exciting because we didn't get to go to them very often, you know. So you get to the airport and you get to the check-in desk, and this is your first time meeting all the people who booked the same holiday as you. A dangerous moment because you're looking around at these people, you know, but it's okay because you're still on the big holiday buzz, you know, it's kind of cool. You don't even care about the prick from Tallow who brought his own fucking ghetto blaster with him on holidays. You know, you talk about like, you know, thank God for MP3s and headphones now, but imagine some guy bringing his own music on a holiday. But this is your first chance of meeting these people, right? So then you get onto the plane. These are the bastards who started clapping, by the way. They're coming on to the hostesses. They're clapping when the plane takes off. They're clapping when the seatbelt sign goes off. Oh, they're clapping when you land. And then you meet them again at the carousel, and your patience for them is wearing a little bit thin. You're still on a holiday buzz, you know, you're going to Tenerife, you know what I mean? You're still happy enough. You're not going to let them ruin the buzz yet. Then you get in your bus. And you play bus roulette. You don't know where you're going on this bus. You've got a vague recollection of flicking through a catalogue about 6 months ago. You have no idea what the hotel looks like, especially from the front. You've only seen the pool side, you know? So you're going along to these random building sites, and your bus stops at the first one, and you're like, please Christ, don't. Just don't call us. And you're grand, you move on to the next one. But the next element of the game comes into play. You don't want to be in the same hotel as the bollocks with the ghetto blaster. Oh Jesus, and you're watching for them, seeing if they got off yet, you know, and they're playing the same game as you are. And you go to the next one, and there's a horrible hotel that's not, it's half built. There's shit falling off the place. There's a police cordon outside it. And like, family 4 get off, and look, the faces on them as if they're getting off the bus to Auschwitz, and they're fucking, no! The catalogue, you're there, bye! And hoping that these bastards go with you. And you avoid them, and you get a nice hotel in the Grand, and you're on the resort, and of course you'll randomly see these people again throughout the week, but you'll also see somebody from Waterford. You'll always see somebody from Waterford you recognise. And you'll meet them and you'll stop them in the street, and you go, wow, Jesus, well, it's yourself, I know you from down around. You were a couple of years back behind me in school, yeah. And then suddenly you're best friends for the whole week. His wife's talking to your wife, the kids are playing together, you know, you're eating together all week, you go home and you never speak to them again. You're in the airport, we must meet up! Sure, we're only living around the way, you come up! Never again. 8 months later you see him in Aldi and you just kind of go, oh. But when the holiday's over and you have to go home, the excitement has left your body, right? The idea of an airport is painful. You're probably tired because you just got a bus transfer from your hotel at like 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Everyone's asleep, but one of the guys from Tala is still on a kind of a fucking buzz because he's after coming straight from a night out to go home. Do you know what I mean? That's what we get our blast. I gotta go back for it, and he goes back for it. But your patience is gone. So you're on the plane with these people now, and the second someone collapses, you don't care anymore. You want to murder everybody. It's like my 6 syndrome, you know, you really want... I can remember going to Holly once where I actually wanted the whole plane to just plummet to the ground, simply because I wanted 2 people behind me to be killed. I was willing to sacrifice my life, that's how my feeling was. And like, you know, you come home from a holiday, and what I used to always pinpoint it is, when you cross the bridge, you know, you go on a nice holiday, and for me, Waterford's nice, I like Waterford, but for me, the week straight after your holiday, it really is depending on who's the first person you see when you get home. The very first person you see. And I can remember the most recent holiday, and I'm sitting there in the car, and next minute, I kind of wake up a little bit, I'm to the quay, and the very first person I see, no, he's not sitting because he's on the quay. It's that big fat Roman gypsy with the cup, and he's fucking waddling along like that. And I'm thinking, oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, fucking Roman gypsies. I'm not gonna offend anybody, I'm not gonna get into any racism, but I don't know if you ever pass these guys in town. They're constantly asking me to change who I am. Change, please change. I I'm not going to change for nobody.